What's up, YouTube? I'm Joe, the Kentucky Atheist. I see you out there, PC and Tori. Thank you so much for coming. This was not a planned stream today, but we actually have Laura to credit for this. She sent me some videos and stuff about what we're going to talk about, and I went and checked into it and stuff and thought, hey, this is a pretty good fit for the channel. It's about another Kentucky atheist. It's about another Kentucky atheist who did a little social experiment, and she called churches and told them that she needed baby formula and that her baby had not had formula since the night before, or the day before. Said went all night without it and was hungry. And she called, as of the writing of one of the articles I have, she had called 43 churches. And we'll get into the numbers and stuff here as we go, but this is, let me give this caveat to all this before we get into it. This is in no way meant to point to all churches or all believers and say that they're bad or greedy or anything. This is a social experiment that was done by a Kentucky mother, and I find the outcome interesting. I think that there are plenty of charitable churches and Christians and atheists and everybody else out there. I don't think the church has a monopoly on doing good deeds. So just to be clear, though, I'm not trying to shit on all churches. I'm not trying to imply anything other than the story that we're going to talk about. I think it's interesting. I think it's a good fit for the channel. But I just want to be clear about that, because I know that some may take this the wrong way. And I know also that the videos that she made, there are articles that are named similar to the title of this video. So for anybody coming that sees this later or whatever, and you didn't mean to end up here, I'm sorry. But go ahead and subscribe and like the video while you're here. So how's everybody doing today? We've got Dave, Captive Desk is here. Let's Farm, Al Trucker, Tori, PC. I think that's all I've seen. Did I see anybody else? Let's see. It says we have 15 live viewers, though. Hey, what's up, all you live viewers out there? I wish you would take a minute and like the video or subscribe, I guess. And if you don't like what I do later, you can always undo that. It's no big deal, but it really does help the channel out a lot. We're almost to 1,500 subscribers, and I would like to see us get there soon. So in the name of baby Jesus, click the subscribe button. What's up, Blaster Master? Long time no see. Deviant Outcast, how you doing? Filbert, what's up? And if anybody wants to join in and talk about this with me, just let me know and I'll shoot you a link. And yeah, and yes, I know many of you do like the videos, and I appreciate that a lot. Most of my videos have 100% likes on them and stuff, and do pretty well on that front, and I appreciate that. So I do appreciate those of you that are trying to do things to help out the channel. Grow with Moki, what's up? And Maya Atkinson's here. Are we shitting on the government today? I'm kind of pissed. We can talk about that too, Maya. And if you want to join and talk about it, you're welcome to. I'm going to cover this little bit of stuff first, and if and we can go wherever from there. But like I said, if anybody wants to comment on it with me, let me know. If I don't see it in the chat, just continue to let me know. Great to have all you guys here. Like I said, I didn't plan on streaming today. I haven't been doing the Monday, Tuesday thing. We did a member stream yesterday that was a lot of fun. And, the member streams are kind of a blast. So if you're not a member and you're interested in that kind of thing, they start at 99 cents. And all you got to do is click join down there. All my socials and stuff are spinning through the chat here. If you like the content, the political content, and some of the atheist content that I make, go check out my Discord. My Discord server is awesome. A lot of great people over there, and a lot of great conversations. And you can discover all kinds of other content creators over there. There are lots of them on my Discord. All right, now that I'm done shilling for all that stuff, it takes 5 minutes for the bot to join the chat, I think, is what I read. So it should pick up any second. I don't know why it hasn't yet. I need to get a membership. Let me clear a $1 a month expense with my wife. Yeah, yeah, for real. I don't know why the bot hasn't started yet. That's weird. It's usually up and going by now. Let me go take a look at it real quick, guys. Sorry. Because I like that. I like my bot to be doing its thing. When I open it, it'll start working, I bet. Let's see what it says. Let me part it from the chat and then rejoin the chat. It should start up now. It should start working here in a second. Where's the wife at? Say hi to the folks, Laura.
Hi, everybody.
There she is.
I'm being lazy, laying in bed.
Yeah. What's up, Bree? Good to see you. Theoretically, call to your triple. All right. So, let me get a drink of water here. As the title of the video says, there is a Kentucky mother who did a social experiment and put these videos on TikTok, and we're going to look at least one of those videos. We may pop up another one or something, but I did tell her I was going to look at the videos and said that if she wanted to come join, she could. But from the looks of it, she's been so busy with interviews and stuff with all this, I don't expect an answer. But we're going to look at some articles, and we'll look at one of her videos also. And we've got a video of a church response to it. So let me first see here. Let's take a look at this article first. I think that's a good place to start. All right, one second. Let me make that a little bit larger for everybody. All right. So we've got this article. Mom exposes how many churches refuse to help people in need. And a Kentucky woman is going viral on TikTok for doing the Lord's work. Perhaps. I got to fix this. Hold on. All right. Perhaps literally by calling on different churches all across the country and seeing if they'll really help people in need. She called a lot of Kentucky churches, but she also called churches in other states, Texas, the Church of Latter-day Saints, and with the show. Oh, sorry. What is going on here? It keeps. Can I not? Here, let's do it like this. With the government shutdown going on for a record number of days, there are millions of people in need who aren't receiving their full supplemental nutrition assistance program SNAP benefits. Yes, there are. We didn't get any of ours. They gave us a big fat zero this month. That includes families with babies and children are going without food and formula, which is what prompted Nikolai Monroe to start a social experiment to see if churches are actually willing to help people who need it most. She tries several churches, one being the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Knoxville, Tennessee. So, yeah. This is on the website, and I'll post this link in chat, but so you can go look at it yourself. But this is on a website called mom.com because I keep up with mom.com. But yeah, the government isn't open yet, no matter what the Cheeto in charge. Yeah. Yeah, not yet. There's some procedural things. They've started opening it, but it's not open. I would agree with that statement. All right. Oh, you already had the article up, didn't you, BC? Thank you so much. I should have looked before I done it. Right. Um, so let's take a look at what exactly she was doing here and show how she did this, because I think that's important to understand that this isn't like some trick or anything. And also another Kentucky atheist doing cool stuff. I'm proud. So let's see this one. Nope, not that one. How is that? How is that the wrong tab? Hold on, guys. Sorry. All right. So let me make sure you guys have audio here. Let me redo this because I'm not sure I included audio. All right. There we go. All right, so let's just watch this little short video and you'll understand a little bit more about what's going on if you haven't seen this. Also, just to be clear, like I know that the Friendly Atheist has already covered this and it's been talked about by a couple other channels or whatever, but it's a Kentucky thing. And as the Kentucky Atheist, I figured it was a good story for me to jump in and talk about. Here we go.
So I'm about to call your church and test to see if they are willing to help a mother feed her starving baby. Right now I'm calling Victory Christian Fellowship in Somerset, Kentucky, and online it says that they are a fellowship welcoming individuals from all backgrounds focused on community and spiritual growth. So let's see if they are willing to help. It says that they are open until 4.
Victory Christian Fellowship. This is Rebecca. How can I help you?
Hi, yes, I'm calling to see if y'all could help me at all. I'm a single mom and I work, but I have a 2-month-old baby and I've ran out of formula last night. And I've been calling everywhere today trying to see if somebody could help with formula. Could y'all help get me formula for her?
Let me see if I can connect you with one of our pastors. I'm not sure, but let me just see.
Okay.
All right. He mentioned First Choice. Have you called there?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Or the health department?
Yeah, I've called everywhere that I can think of, and everybody's telling me to call churches and see if any churches can help.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm so sorry. We don't have any on hand.
Y'all don't have any programs that would just be able to get it and me come pick it up or have somebody come pick it up?
I'm so sorry. We do not.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right. So she calls churches, and this isn't the only church that she called, but she called a lot of different churches, and this was kind of a common thing. They either she wasn't a member there, so they wouldn't help her, or they just don't do that, or whatever. So while I would agree that no church has any responsibility to help her or anything, these places are nonprofit and take in um, tons of money. And she was asking for a can of formula. I mean, this huge church uh, was just unwilling to even address the issue. Just no, we don't do that here. Here's other places you can call, which is a better answer than she got from a lot of them. And if you guys want here in a little bit, we can look at a couple more of her videos like this, but they're all pretty All right. Sorry, folks. I got raptured there for a minute. I don't know. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. My camera just quit working and it turned off and everything. I couldn't get it back connected. So anyway, it's back fixed now. So I forgot what I was talking about, obviously, through all that. But let's take a look at a video that was posted by one of the churches. I think this is actually shared by somebody else, but it's that's the wrong one. Um, let's see. Yeah, it's worse than that, Robin. They didn't just reject her; they rejected her. She got rejected a bunch of times. But anyway, here's one of the churches responding. And to be clear, this guy that's responding isn't the one that she talked to. It's just a church responding. Let's see here. Let me get it on screen. That would probably make it easier for you guys to watch. And we're going to leave it small because it's what they're saying that's important here. All right, here we go. 25-second video.
And know the heart of our church. And I think all of you know the heart of our church. And our church is to help people. And I just want to say it again. We would never deny helping a desperate mom or a baby.
But that's exactly what they did. This is actually, I believe, the church from the video that she just called. And they did deny helping her. You know, and just to be clear, you know, like, oh well, okay, a couple churches didn't help her and whatever. But yeah, let me do a different screen share with you, and we'll take a look at that because you're gonna be shocked here, or maybe not. All right, this is the barbed wire, and hold on a second. Andrew, I did say that, and I understand like that their tax exempt status is based on them being a 501c or a 501 charity, so yeah, I do get that. But here's the link to the article I'm looking at if you want to go read along. But this article gives us some numbers. It says a woman asked 43 churches if they'd feed a starving baby. The Texas ones failed her test. Now, that's the title here, but she called churches everywhere. Nicola Monroe conducted what she called a social experiment on TikTok, calling churches across the country to ask for baby formula for the fictional 2-month-old. They raked up millions of views as SNAP benefits remain in limbo for millions of Americans. I'm calling your church to test if they would help feed a starving baby, Nicola Monroe says at the start of each video in her series. Monroe, based in Kentucky, has been phoning churches and other religious institutions across the country since October, asking for formula to feed her fictional baby, then documenting the calls on her TikTok page. The majority do not offer to help her. As of Monday, Monroe had recorded 10 offers of assistance and 33 refusals. Three of the refusals were from Texas churches that have over 2 million views combined. Her entire series has received millions of views and grown her TikTok following to over 400,000 followers. So, yeah. So it's not just like a one-off, or that I've just cherry-picked the ones that didn't help her. The majority of them didn't. One of the more popular clips, and I'll let you go watch that on her channel, give her the views. She deserves it. the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints flat just told her no. The churches told her that if she wasn't a member, they wouldn't help her. She called and said that there was a starving baby that hadn't ate since the day before, and they turned her away. I just can't imagine that. I mean, these places take in all this tax exempt money, and they wouldn't buy one can of formula for a baby. They wouldn't even look into it. It was just no, over and over and over again. And the pastor that we watched that said they would never deny helping a baby did exactly that. They told her no. Now, it wasn't specifically that pastor, and maybe he would have done it, I guess. I can't say that he wouldn't, but the majority of them told her no. And those numbers are just as of Monday. I don't know. I'm sure that she's still done more of these videos as successful as they've been. So as of Monday, she had called 43 churches, and 33 of them told her no. That is what 20% right around 20% success rate. Two out of 20. No, 10% success rate. So less than 25% of the churches she called. So we have these arguments a lot in this community, and one of the points that theists make, even some of your larger, more qualified theists, I guess, will say that, well, the Christian church does all these acts of charities and is great and everything, and that makes those appear as a tax write-off whenever you won't help. Like they're not really doing it. One of the big things here locally in Ashland, where I live, in Kentucky, obviously, there was a church leader named Dave who had started letting homeless people and people who were in recovery programs trying to get off drugs. They were letting them sleep on cots in the basement of the church, and he criticized a lot of the churches around here because they refused to help any of those people. Wouldn't even let them come in their church in some cases. And so these things aren't a one-off, but again, it doesn't apply to every church. And I'm not saying believers are all greedy assholes or anything like that. I'm just pointing out that this experiment took place, and it didn't go very well for the churches. I just can't believe you would tell someone who says their baby's starving that your baby has to starve because you're not a member here. That's crazy. At least the one we watched, they offered some resources. Like they were like, have you called this place and called that place? And she told him yes, so it left them on the hook at the end, but still, like, many of them didn't even do that. Many of them just flat said, no, we don't do that. We can't help you. We don't do things like that. Pretty wild stuff. And so let's look at the positive side of it, though. Another atheist from Kentucky is, and she is an atheist. And yes, she has an awesome neck tattoo. Another atheist from Kentucky, though, is getting out there and doing things and holding these churches' feet to the fire and calling and testing their claims of charity. And, I'm not going to sit here and go through what the Bible says about giving to the poor, but I will tell you this. I just had a conversation about this the other day, and so I referenced some of it. The Bible mentions feeding the poor and taking care of the poor over 2,000 times. Most of that being in the New Testament, but I'll just say that the way that God addresses it is that giving to the poor is equivalent to giving to Him, and so these churches obviously don't observe their own doctrine when it comes to that, and we all know this. We're familiar with this. This is a common thing. They pick what they want to listen to and things they don't. And with most of the churches being right leaning and stuff these days, it's right leaning, hell, far right extremist in a lot of cases, um, cults. With many of them being like that today, it's not really a surprise. Uh, I would love to have seen her do a comparison and call atheist organizations and ask them the same thing. And I bet somebody would figure out how to help her. Maybe not, but I would have. Yeah, I don't know of any other thing you could call that would get that low of a response rate to I have a starving baby that needs formula. I could probably call the local Papa John's and tell them that, and they would help. Like that's how strange this is to me. And at the same time, demonstrating once again, there's no hate like Christian love. So let's see what's going on in chat real quick. I have been around a lot of newborns in those communities. They have lots of kids. Amish. Lactation sheds. Yeah, that's not something I want to get into. You want to talk about lactation sheds, babe?
No.
Okay. But yeah, so one more time though.
You can also tell them that somebody else did another experiment.
Yeah.
They literally went up to drug dealers and crackheads,
Mm-hmm.
and every single one of those people helped them.
Yeah. So there was another experiment where they asked rich people in churches, and then they asked drug users and crackheads, drug dealers for help. What were they asking them for?
Formula, just same
Yeah.
thing, just different people.
Asking for formula, and the drug users and drug addicts overwhelmingly helped, whereas the other ones didn't. I don't, it's a weird thing to come and talk about this. I was excited to talk about it because, she's from Kentucky, and I love to see atheists in Kentucky doing things, because we kind of get that stereotype here of the Kentucky atheist, and well, I think a lot of atheists in Kentucky are isolated and stuff. We have seen, a move in a more secular direction for a lot of people here. So it's nice to see. And even if other people cover it, when something like this comes up, I just felt like I needed to come share it with you guys and talk about it and see what you had to say about it. I know at least one drug dealer who helps out his entire community, and they do not report him to the cops. Yeah.
We know that.
Yeah, we know a few of those, or used to anyway.
Right.
I remember one year, it was time for school to start for Laura's oldest son, Blake, and he our drug dealer came over and went and bought him what was it, $3,000 worth of clothes.
Yes.
Yeah, he went and spent $3,000 on clothes.
Yeah.
He said we had made him so much money, it was only right for him to do that. And, so, and I mean, bought him really nice stuff, all kinds of nice stuff. And, but yeah, how the Kentucky churches rank. There is a graph out there you can find. Again, only 10 churches out of 43 offered to do anything. Hold on, I'll play a video of one of the Kentucky churches if you want. Let me see. No, that's gonna. Well, TikTok isn't liking the Chrome browser today, so you're not getting it. But I know that she called a Somerset, Kentucky church that told her no. She called a few in Kentucky though, and they said no. Bye, PC. Thank you for helping out. I would think Kentucky was better than average, but maybe not. No, not this time. Not among churches. I mean, I think that let's bridge this into kind of the political thing. I think that the right wing Christian nationalists, MAGA, I think they want to see people starve to death. I think that that's what they want. Um, they think it benefits them somehow to starve people. Uh, you know, um, the Democrats caved and did the thing, and fucked everybody essentially. But and they're not getting that vote now, which they deserve that. They knew that was going to happen. But the um, the Democrats did an awful spineless thing there, and people think, well, the government's back open, and it's not. There's some procedural things there, and supposedly they're supposed to fix Snap and stuff. But and I, some of you know that I've made a post on Discord and stuff and asked for some people to help me out because we, we receive SNAP benefits. So, you know, for us, on the 9th of the month, we're ghetto rich. We're waiting for them SNAP benefits to come in so we can buy groceries. And by the time that gets here, we usually don't have shit. And so when you wake up on the day that you're supposed to even get a partial amount of it and get a big zero, um, yeah, and we don't know that we're going to get anything ever at all this month, so it's pretty shitty, and there's a lot of people in that position, not just me, this happened to lots of people, lots of children. Some 16 million children were affected, 42 million adults, or 42 million people altogether. This There's a lot of people that are struggling, and the it's just crazy that these churches that we as atheists have maybe more familiar with the teachings of Jesus than many Christians are. I know that many of us know their book better, but to turn away a mother asking for food, I mean, and this is almost like, I mean, Jesus talks about coming as the stranger, and he asked for food and you turned me away, and I asked you to take me and you turned me away. The story, right? So it's pretty bad that asking for one can of formula. Yeah. She told him up front. So just to be clear, Angel, while people are here watching, she told them that she had a job and had been working and stuff, but things had just been really tough here lately, and that she ran out of formula, and her baby had not had formula the night before or today, and was crying and hungry. And
you could actually hear the baby crying.
Yeah, she had a recording of a baby crying in the background that she played. The baby itself was fictional.
Right.
Yeah, just so we're clear. But
oh, now this is based off true stuff, though. That's what started. That's why.
Oh no, I know.
Okay.
Yeah. No. There's this was done because of this happening in other situations, right? Yeah. So just to be clear, but yeah, she told them all that stuff, and none of that mattered. It's just, you know. Oh, and yeah, no, no, Robin, sorry, we didn't get any. We got zero. They the app says something that
some families will get them and some won't.
Yeah, it says some families are getting them and some households won't get any.
And when you get done.
Yeah, and we didn't get any. So we were supposed to get them days ago. We didn't get shit. Do you guys believe in objective right and wrong still? No. Well, let me caveat that, Johnny, just to answer your question more clearly. As atheists, we agree on one thing. We don't believe a God exists. well, let me even reframe that. We don't believe the claims of a God are true. The objective morality is what you're asking about, and most atheists that I know, I've never heard one. Well, no, that's not true. I've heard of atheists accepting objective morality, but it's in a different framing than that. It has to do with biology and evolution and stuff, and I've heard some try to argue it from the humanist perspective, but no, I don't. I don't agree that objective morals and duties exist, and I don't think that. Um, I don't think that people who make that claim have actually thought about what that means, because they usually come and make an argument for objective morality, but the things that they cite are actually subjective morality, even if it was true, which it's not. But we have multiple branches of science that have explanations for why and how morality evolved. We have multiple studies by the Morality Lab at Boston College, who did a bunch of different types of experiments, and nothing suggests that an objective morality exists or anything like that. So, does suggest that a lot of people believe in objectivity, but not that it's really possible. I have a stance on morality that makes it subjective. Okay, yeah. Just because morality is subjective doesn't mean it's less valid. Exactly. So the Rainbow Ash, good to see you, by the way. Uh, the the way that I look at it is, and I just did a debate on objective morality. Well, it was kind of a debate. It was a mess, really. But I the one thing that I always focus on whenever I talk about it is that in claims of objective morality, the thing that they usually try to point to is say, well, if this isn't grounded in God and doesn't come from this all good moral giver, then it's just your opinion and anything goes. And obviously that's nonsense. I don't think human thoughts and feelings and cultural norms are arbitrary, especially when we're talking about doing harm to humans, right? In fact, I would say that that's one of the most important aspects of it. So, yeah, I think we're on the same page, Rainbow Ash. Subjective means stance dependent. Objective means stance independent, right? So just to be clear, the I always use an example to explain this, and the one I use is everybody thinks murder is okay, but if murder is still wrong, even though every person thinks it's okay, then it's an objective moral stance, right? It's an objective moral that murder is bad, and but if it turns out that human thoughts and feelings aren't arbitrary, then it, that's that because it affects humans, right? So objective would be it's true even if every person on Earth disagrees, and then you run into problems like, well, if God said it was okay to torture children, then you would say it's okay. That's kind of and I think that's called Erythro's dilemma, is what that's called. I would have to look again, but yeah, and I've got a TikTok video, Rainbow Ash, where I do the opening from my debate the other day on objective morality. You can check that out on my TikTok. It's rolling through chat there. I think it is. It may not actually be on there. But also, there was I did a debate. It was supposed to be against Joseph. It was a few live videos ago. You can go check that out if you want to see my stance on it. Just had this whole argument the other day. Why is it wrong to do harm? Well, it's not. It's wrong because you, all right. So the reason that it is wrong is because from my position as a secular humanist, I would say that the thing I care most about is the success of humans, the flourishing of humans, and the well-being of humans. So, because I've grounded my moral stance in secular humanism, uh, it's wrong because it's harmful to humans. Um, Killing people, hurting people is a detriment to society. So it's also wrong in that sense. Empathy is something that we can explain through evolution. And once you have empathy, then you start to get all those other things. And you start to say things like, well, I live in this society. I'm not going to steal from people because I don't want people to steal from me. I'm not going to go just randomly kill people because I don't want people to kill me. And while it may not be justified right out in the open like that, that's kind of how sociology explains like why those things are good or bad. So that's my position on it anyway. And I'm always happy to have any discussions about that. If you want to talk to me about it, the Kentucky Atheist at gmail.com. You could shoot me an email and I'll have you on. You can come on audio, video, whatever you want. Or if you just want to talk to me like text or whatever, join my Discord server and send me a message and I will answer you. I try to answer everybody always. And so yeah, if you want to discuss those with me, I'd be more than happy to. Um, that being said, we were going to have this 3 versus 3 debate this weekend. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. I've asked Joseph and them to give me their topics and stuff so I can make the thumbnail and all that crap and set up the wheel and everything. And they've yet to provide me anything or even answer me really. So, yeah, I'm just going to call it off, I guess. That's not a final decision. I'll wait till the end of the day and then I'll post something. But probably not going to happen. I'm not. Joseph already didn't show up for one debate, and now I feel like he's just trolling me. Like he's just making me waste my time prepare for these things so they can just not show up and get a laugh out of it. So I'm not going to play that game anymore. If they don't answer me today, I'll just cancel it and block them all. Fuck them. I don't care. So yeah, Let's Farm is supposed to moderate it, Robin. But yeah, I don't harm others because I have empathy. I was just giving another example of how you could ground your morals without God, empathy, self-initiative. Yeah. So that's that's part of the subjectivity of morality, right? So I choose secular. Well, I relate more to secular humanism as the framework for my moral standing, right? For the things that I think are moral or not. And both physically and mentally, like whenever I'm asked a moral question, your brain compares, does a comparison. It fires off these electrical signals and it does a comparison to other things that you have a moral standing on, and it compares those things. And if it's like that thing, you see it as immoral. That's the physical way that it works in the brain. But also, kind of in my mind, whenever a moral question comes up, it's easy for me to think, well, I think killing is wrong because it's harmful to humans. That's a killing, so it's harmful. Like that's kind of but then there's nuance and questions and all that. But I make those decisions on a case by case basis. There's while there's some things that are always going to be harmful, that I could say are always going to be wrong in my view, I still assess those things on a case by case basis. At Mighty Filbert, once again, I'm just letting everybody giving a heads up that they haven't answered me and stuff. And if they don't, I'm going to cancel it. But I'll wait. till later today because I know people do things during the day, work, and aren't available to talk about things or whatever. But I've been asking them for days to give me topics, and I'm just not going to play this game. I just it's not worth it. I have the Tenets of Humanism on my fridge. There you go. There you go. Anyway, dude, my mouth keeps getting so dry. But the Kentucky mom doing the thing with the churches, I think was pretty awesome, and it's a pretty cool thing. And I know a number of other people are kind of doing the same thing now. And a lot of the churches, though, they've came out and said, well, no, we definitely wouldn't turn them away. We would help and all this stuff. But whenever they were actually asked on the phone to help, they said no, which is, they're just liars in that case. The ones that did help, you know, good job doing what you're expected to do, I guess. No one's asking you to provide all of the formula for every baby that needs it. It was one woman asking you for 1 can of formula for a starving child.
How much money that man at that church in Kentucky got?
Oh yeah, now the church in Kentucky, the guy he did help her, and that went viral as well, and he's got hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of donations.
Everybody's donating.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. They because he wants to help other people. Churches
bought Christmas presents and everything already.
Yeah. Churches and organizations that do want to assist the community and help other people, obviously people support that. They want to see churches do the thing that they preach. Practice what the fuck you preach, right? Yeah. If you're going to talk all that shit, at least whenever it comes time to walk the walk, do it. And if not, I think every one of these churches that said no, they should jerk their nonprofit status today. She would have fared. Yeah, you're right, Robin. She could have called random numbers. She could have just called random phone numbers, and I guarantee you a higher percentage of people would have helped her than what was with the churches. It wasn't just that a few said no. Over 75% of those churches said no. That's crazy. Think about that. A nonprofit church doesn't pay taxes, that takes in their money from people, that preaches the gospel about helping people. Jesus was very clear about how he felt about helping the poor and giving, and he told them to give all their things away. He told them to make the least of us the most of us. This goes completely contrary to the very things they say, and I think that it demonstrates that these churches shouldn't be nonprofit organizations. And I don't think any church should be, honestly, but okay. What's the name of the church? She did all kinds of churches. She called the Church of Jesus Christ and Latter-day Saints. She called churches in Somerset. I did message her, Native Atheist, and asked her to come on. She hasn't answered me. But if she will, I will. I've already asked, though, just to be clear. I told her that I'd love to sit down and talk with her about it. Is her channel in the description? No. There are links in the chat, though, to the things that I showed. If you want those, you can go back, go through the chat or go back through the video, or you can click on after the video processes. You can click on transcript and go and find it like that. But yeah, the Kentucky church who wanted to help. Oh, it wasn't a Kentucky church. I don't know specifically.
Yeah,
it was a Kentucky church.
The one that got the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know specifically which church it
I'll
was.
find it.
Okay. Laura's going to look it up for me real quick. Her name is Nikolai. Just a second, guys. I'll get you some better info than this. Hold on. 1 second, guys. I'll get you all these links. I'll get you the links to the videos anyway. The as for the articles and stuff.
They call him Appalachian Papa or something.
Oh. Sorry, guys. 1 second. I tell you what.
It's called Heritage Hope in Somerset, Kentucky.
Heritage Hope in Somerset, Kentucky is the one that helped her and has taken in all those donations.
And they call him Appalachian Papa.
Yeah, and I tell you what, Robin or anybody else that wants the links, I will post the links to everything I talked about in the chat or in the description after the video's over.
I sent you some more.
You sent what?
I sent you more.
Oh, okay. And we'll continue to talk about this as it develops, if there's any more and all that stuff. You know, I just felt like it was important for a channel called the Kentucky Atheist to come talk about it. That I'm going to wrap up right about now. How, Jimmy? You made it right at the end. I'm going to wrap up here right about now. I just wanted to come and talk about this a little bit. I know, again, a number of people had already talked about it, but as it related to a Kentucky mom calling Kentucky churches and other churches. Yeah, she called churches of different religions and denominations, and she called all kinds of different churches. Again, 10 out of 43 as of Monday offered to help at all. 33 out of the 43 said absolutely not. All right. Why can't I not highlight that? There it is. Eric Wonder has been a member for 7 months and looks like just renewed your membership. Thank you so much, Eric Wonder, for being a member and supporting the channel. If any of you other guys would like to get in on some of that members only content that we do, which is always a lot of fun. It's always an open panel. I'll allow anybody to come on that's a member. If you want to join in on some of that, click the join button there. Memberships start at 99 cents. So not asking for a lot, but if you not interested in supporting the channel in that way, maybe just click like and subscribe. And if you don't like what I do, give me a thumbs down and tell me why. You know, leave me a comment and say, Joe, you're ugly and you talk funny. You know, whatever the case may be. Oh, all right. Rainbow Ash bought a membership. Thank you so much, Rainbow Ash. I look forward to seeing you on one of our member streams. I really appreciate the memberships, guys, and everybody who supports the channel, watches, and whatever way you support it. And I'll just end with this. There are a lot of people struggling for a lot of different reasons. I myself reached out and asked people to help because we didn't receive SNAP benefits ourselves this month and was expecting it. A lot of people are struggling with that, and now the Democrats have screwed everybody, and they're going to lose their insurance as well. So don't go spending that $1 a month in one place. I'll try not to. Thanks, Maya. But people are struggling in a lot of different ways, especially with food and financially right now. This whole thing in Congress, insurance is going to become a thing too. And reaching out to churches and asking them to help isn't a crazy thing. It happens often. And today we took a look at the experience of one person who tested that. So I hope to see more of this. I hope to see more from Nikolai Monroe there down in Kentucky, making those great videos. And thank you guys so much for the wait, I just seen a super chat too, didn't I? Hold on, I missed one. There it is. Jester, no support for you, $2. Thank you, Jester, for the $2 super chat, and thank you for the super chats you always send here. It's you're very generous, and it's very kind of you. I really do appreciate it. I don't really know what's going on and who's streaming right now or whatever. Hold on. Maya Atkinson just got a membership, and it says 18 months of membership for Maya Atkinson. Wow, Maya, you've been here for a minute. I knew you were a member that long. I'm just messing with you. Thank you so much, Maya, for supporting the channel. I love it. And everybody go check out Bad Science Sundays over on Maya Atkinson. It's a great show. A lot of fun. One of my favorite shows on the internet. All right. So quit rambling, Joe, and get the hell out of here. Thank you, guys. Have a good one.